Hi everyone, this is Sugar Mike 3 Victor Fox Ocean, and on CB 21 Kilo Mike 10 I also run a repeater on channel 20 on the midband. Maybe you heard it here in central Sweden, channel 20 FM. But this video isn't supposed to be about that. It's about this BLA 703, this big guy here. Or big, it's the reason I do this clip is that before I bought mine, I was out to look on YouTube about videos about this one, and they did answer quite a lot, but not about the fan noises and some things that are very important to know about the input, the power input to the amp. So I was thinking of give you some more information. Excuse me about my English. I'm from Sweden. I just have this school English, and so anyhow, I will turn the other amps off. Just they don't need to be on. The fans you heard was from this UK Ranger tube amp. This is very silent until it gets warm. It's start up a little fan, and when the temperature rise, it start up the bigger fans. I'm not sure if they are running equal or if one starts first and then the other, because it takes quite a time before they start at all. But they will probably start in the meantime. Let's go for that now. I am going to show you the input difference between mid-low and when you put it to high, because you have this tenter or damping system on low and mid, and when you run it on high it goes just through, yeah, of course, but well, I will come to that soon. But before, I will say the amp is allow you to put 50 watt maximum through. So when your amp is switched to off or standby, and you have for an example 100 watt HF radio, it's not good to run them together if you should forget to turn down the power. Below 50 watt, no matter, okay? So many amps, they are forgivable, and you can put 100 or 120 watt through or something, but no, 50 watt max. It's easy to forget. You do wrong or fault from time to time, don't you? So that's very important. I didn't know that before I packed it up and read the manual and such. With that said, I will show you. I need these glasses. I go for an example low on let's say 25 watt into the amp. Let's see, yeah, 25. That's also RM, frequency counter, low pass filter, power meter, SVR meter. I'm glad to find that one. It's not that often you see them. Anyhow, 25 watt give you about 150 out. On low, on mid, it goes 300. Quite good. On high, 550, and you know it's about 550 what it should give maximum. It gives more, up to 600, over 600, but you shouldn't run it that way. But I do it for you. I try this amp so you know how it works. 25, and that max 25 But they say maximum 30 watt in, 35 before it cut off. So 30 watt, and that will do. You see now, 25 watt in. Yeah, it says it doesn't really. It is 25. 25, 25. High, over 500 out. Okay? Enough about that. But you know, if you already got close to 550 and it should leave 550 and you go up with the power, it will be too much, doesn't it? So I set it on 30 and I show you. This is the point I want to reach with this video. 30 watt. 30 watt. It's okay on low. Gives you 170 out. On mid, 300, almost 350. But on high, what happens now? You already reached 550 before on 25 watt in. Now 30 watt in and 600 watt. Anytime it will. I used to scream there, like, up too much. It doesn't now when I want to show you. Isn't that typical? Anyhow, what I want to say is 25 watt, it's enough to run this amp. It says 30 maximum and 35 it cut off. But before, normally, not this time when I do the video, of course, before, when I goes between 25 and 30, it cut off immediately on high. But it runs smooth on low and mid because of this attenter circuits. But on high, it's more sensitive and it cut off. So be aware, if you want to run it on fully power out, turn down the feed into it and you make yourself a favor. Anyhow, I'm very pleased with it. You see now, I ran it a couple of times on over 600 watt. I go down a little bit. Continue the carrier wave. We run a lot of FM and SSB in Sweden. We don't use AM that much, like you do in the state. If you're from state and look at this video, you see, you don't hear the fans. It doesn't start. The fan you hear is from this one. Turn it off. It's quiet. You need to transmit for a while before the small one even starts up. It's a small, like a computer fan or something. And that runs for a while to the temperature increase, and then the bigger one starts. But you have to be on air for a while, so that's good. It's very quiet. And the preamp in this one is lovely. It doesn't over produce any medium frequency sounds or something like the cheap one does or did before. I know back in the days, turn it on the Sitagi amp or something, and suddenly you can hear Radio Moscow or whatever on CB or something. Anyhow, I don't know about this video if it gives you something worth. Maybe you lost 10 minutes of your life. I don't know, but that's how it is. I like this amp. It's quite expensive, but they start to be more expensive transistors. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on 12 mids. It's just 10 and 11, but I used it most on 10. So that's why I bought it. And yeah. Anyhow, that's about it. I don't know if I have any more information to give, but You can use it with PTT contact from your radio, but it also runs on Vox. I prefer PTT because then it can switch on a couple of milliseconds before the power goes out. It's more smooth for the incoming circuits on the stage or hump. Thank you very much for watching.